Welcome back to our magical golden adventure to soak up the sunshine. And today, we go ahead to an area that I scouted to off screen to figure out where I needed to go to next. And today I have with me another co-commentator who was actually part of a forum website I used to go on to. Introduce yourself.
I am Olaf No Numbers. I don't normally do stuff like this, but I came out just for the occasion. So hey.
Ain't that the truth? I don't usually see many games that have this kind of perspective of fighting, if you know what I mean.
I don't believe I've seen any other Game Boy Advance game that has this kind of perspective of fighting.
Well, what kind of RPGs have you played?
It feels 3D. I don't know.
Probably mode 7 or something. I'm not for
sure.
sure.
Mode 7.
Because, like, if you can notice when you're moving, like, the map kind of rotates around with it.
They done good. They done very good with this one.
So what kind of RPGs have you played?
I don't play a lot of RPGs. I've played some Final Fantasy, specifically Final Fantasy VI. Played all the way through.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VI is definitely a great game. I'd
possibly
think of LPing. Just not for sure if I can think of a whole lot to talk about since I actually have experience with the game. So.
Yeah.
So apparently here we need to move this little crate thingamajiggy with move. And if I can freaking get it right, like I swear to God, you have to be precise. Like you have to be right next to the object or something to get it to move. Kind of redundant, but I wonder if that. Wait a second. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that. I don't know if that's a ROM glitch or.
Might be.
That's like. Sure, let's stack up a bunch of random trees on top of each other. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I have to admit, I'm like even blinder than you are when it comes to this game.
Yeah, because I actually played through a little bit of it.
Don't.
Have you ever seen gameplay footage of this at all?
Very, very little.
Because about the only thing I've seen of it was Matt's LP of it, and a few screenshots of Nintendo Power. Actually, that's about it.
Yeah.
Rat Soldiers are original, right? My enthusiasm is beaming. I don't know why it's like this, but I guess it is just my mood or something, because my day wasn't all that fantastic, so yeah. Swear to God, these freaking Rat Soldiers are getting redundant. That's crap.
Yeah.
You know, I've envisioned you would be a little more talkative. I remember on the forum.
I'm sorry.
Like on the forum websites, you were probably the most talkative person on there, and now it's like awkward silence.
Silences. RPGs, I've found, don't really lend very well to Let's Plays unless if you do a whole lot of editing.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly not helping that by not helping to keep things entertaining.
Well, I mean, first off, this is a blind LP, so it's a bit excusable, I guess. And that and the fact that the battles really aren't that long to begin with. I mean, that took like, what, less than 30 seconds? Hey, random forest that totally doesn't stick out. Let's go towards you then.
There's a forest on top of other forests.
Shiny.
This makes perfect sense.
A whole lot of sense. What does it matter, Ivan? That sparkly stuff on the ground. What is it? Sparklies. No.
It's money. That's where all the random rats and stuff get all their money from.
Ah, what's happening? Vacuum wave initiate! My mind, someone is attacking my... You know, I would have thought something like that would have sucked us in rather than... Okay then.
So that just happened.
What is that? Something's falling from the sky. It's sparkling. Could this be what turned people into... A little recap here, Pokemaster, assuming you haven't watched the other episodes of my Let's Play. Basically, I went to this village where this one tree was cursed. Well, this one person was cursed to be a tree or something. And we gotta figure out how to restore him back to his normal self, so...
Common RPG scenario. Person turned into a tree.
I know, right? It's bringing me sort of mana flashbacks all of a sudden.
Yeah.
In other words, Final Fantasy Adventure. That barrier, did it save us? I don't know, did it?
What?
Yeah,
What?
well, not Ivan, but Garrett, who's the red hair, is pretty much an airhead. He's pretty much the airhead of the group. I think so too, Isaac. I think I know what those domes were. Ivan's kind of like the oddball of the group, and Isaac's pretty much a silent protagonist, so... It was our psi energy.
That must cause some social issues.
What are you, crazy? I didn't use any psi energy.
Oh snap, it was the mana tree.
Hey, I can stand. I can move again. Wait a second, you've played Secret of Mana before?
Yeah. That's another one I played and watched.
Yeah. Ivan, it's okay. Go ahead, stand up. So, if you're not too lenient towards RPGs, what's your main preference for genres? There's barriers.
I really don't know, actually, you know?
So you're just kind of a go with the flow type of person, I suppose?
Yeah.
We thought that
I like Zelda, so that's kind of an RPG. I guess action RPGs are more my thing.
I don't, like I was saying with another person in a past episode, I don't think I would count Zelda as an RPG. I think it's more like an adventure. Like an action adventure sort of thing. That's just my view on it. So, holy crap, I forgot to put my thing on Disturb. Yay. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, guys. And so, obviously that means I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. So, let us read more of this text, why not? Why not? Yay for me mispronouncing stuff all over the place. When I was training, I focused so hard I thought my head would burst. Well, that kind of correlates with the whole airhead persona, don't it?
He already has the spiky red hair, bursting.
Well, maybe it's just
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Easier for you, but when I use high energy. So, do you get a little bit of the backstory of the Golden Sun series, somewhat? Like psi energy and stuff?
I really should have prepared more for this.
Okay, basically psi energy
I take it psi energy is like magic.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the force of the game.
Okay.
That must mean that psi energy acts only when it's needed. But then again, there's probably more to it than what meets the eye. I just gotta figure that out. I haven't gone through a whole lot of the game, so this is what, episode 16. So you mean like when we were in danger? I think it's like when we strike critical hits in battle. We can't control it, but it's there when we need it. I can agree with what Garrett is saying. It's definitely possible. Wait, why are we talking about RPG type of terms in this? What?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of breaking the fourth wall there?
Critical hit. Really?
It's like he's kind of breaking the fourth wall a little bit, but wouldn't it be something we could use if we could use this power at any time, Isaac? Yes, because if I press no, he's probably going to repeat stuff over and over again. Yeah, let's start trying to master this power.
What? So that's just a very awkward but thou must?
Thou must! Watch out, it's happening again.
Like, I just figured those, like, I don't know, random yes or no options had something to do with, like...
Oh, believe me, there's a whole lot of yes and no options in this game. You haven't seen the bulk of the bunch. Why don't they turn into trees?
You can't
Because
see
we're the
flashing-
chosen ones! No.
Can't
Who
see
are
the
they?
flashing blue barriers? Must have a bad emulator.
What people are these who are immune to Tret's glamour? Some random lady that came out of nowhere. Had they come to save that village with their strange powers? It will not be enough to save the people of Kolima. They have earned their fate. Kolima took their axes to me, and now I shall take mine to them. My god, that one tree has the weirdest looking face I've ever seen.
That face.
That face. It's like a troll face, man. Your children may not notice, but we are dying. Sad face. A Kolima forest will wither and die when we are gone. We are not the only ones who will die, Laurel. Once we are gone, they too will go. Chet was once a kindly forest king, but he is slowly dying and his heart has torn in two. His wrathful side has turned the people of Kolima into trees. The kind that Tret speaks no more. The kindly heart invites destruction. I need no kindness. If you wish to save those who Tret turned into trees, you must reawaken his gentle side. But if you cannot stop Tret from withering, we all will. Look for Tret deep within the forest. It's no use, Laurel. Humans cannot be trusted. I shall die, and the rest of the forest will die with me. Isaac, isn't there anything we can do? Well, yeah, he just kind of said that a few minutes ago. You're starting to sound like Garrett, Ivan. What can we do? Do you have any idea? It looks like Isaac has something in mind. Something in his mind? What are you talking about? He's a silent protagonist, for Christ's sake.
He
Nothing
says
goes
yes
on.
and no. Does that count?
Touche. We'll leave it up to you, Isaac. Let's go save everyone.
Sure, leave it up to the mute kid.
Alright. So I assume we moved this log thingamajiggy. Then we can probably move it too.
Oh, gotta use the hand.
Yep. Hey. That's totally challenging. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought there for a second.
I always find it kind of funny when RPG protagonists are fighting something tiny like a bee. I don't know.
Especially when it's the only one on there. What the? I can't move it to the... You better freaking move to the right. The fled. Do I move it up then? Okay.
Especially when you think about it, they're like hitting it with an axe and it takes multiple hits to kill.
Isaac and friends run, but there's no escape. You shall not escape this drone bee's wrath. I'll stop it. I'm just curious, can you actually hear the audio from your side?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, I have to admit so far that this game has a pretty good soundtrack. Like that battle music, for instance. But it was something I mentioned before. I don't remember if I did or not, but there's not a whole lot of tracks you can find on YouTube, which kind of sucks because I'm seeing a lot of tracks that I really freaking like, and I can't. Like, what the hell, YouTube? What? I don't know who to blame, the people or the YouTube. What am I doing? Alright. So, let's go ahead and heal Ivan, why not? Oh, darn it! R button, quit sticking.
That marijuana.
There we go. Hey. Does one of us have fire or something to burn this? Matt. Wecker.
Maybe you're supposed to go from the other side, maybe? I don't know.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Crap! You freaking drone beast, get out of my ah. Why do you bees constantly have so much HP?
I'd think that they, like, logically would
Oh!
have lower HP and higher evade.
Well, I just kind of brain farted. I did.
that might be, yeah.
Alright. Let's get on to business, son!
Every time one of those, like, little fox dudes pops up, I have to resist the urge to make a joke about furries.
A joke about furs, what?
Huh?
A joke about furs, what?
Furries.
Oh yeah, I forgot, like, the people of PureZC are a huge fan of furries.
Eh.
Man, my memories about that place is dying already.